Hey, what's going on, everyone? Ruben here, and today I'll be bringing you my first ever book review playlist on this channel. The book I will be reviewing is The Truth, an uncomfortable book about relationships by Neil Strauss. Now, Neil Strauss's book, The Game, actually brought me to a whole new level of, like going out, picking up women, whatever. But I did that for a few years and I learned a lot. So I decided to get this book and another one. He did it again. Learned a bunch. I definitely want to share it with you guys. So here we go. So, as this book, it's basically, I thought it was going to be a bunch of science and, talking about all these different kinds of relationships and basically just pushing out things. But I've only read The Game from Neil Strauss, so I don't know his writing style, but he uses story to tell you different ways on how specific things work. And this book, that was his story of himself looking for the ultimate relationship. And in it, he has already a girlfriend. It starts with him and his girl, and he cheats on her. And he feels horrible about it. And I'm pretty sure a lot of us feel that way. And throughout the book is basically him finding finding himself. So it's all about looking within yourself. And if you looked at my Facebook page the other day and seen, I posted a really long article that he actually put in this book. I just had to share it. And it's like steps. It's 11 steps to cultivating the best kind of relationship. And it just blew my mind. A lot of the stories he has in here, you see him go through a whole roller coaster when he goes through, psychotherapy. He goes to like a retreat where they treat people for all these issues, and everything stems back to his childhood. So he has to take care of stuff in his childhood, and he has to go through this chair work. He breaks down. He starts realizing why he's the way he is in relationships. It all stems down from your childhood. And he explains that it was like, wow, I kind of knew that, but the way he explains it, it just makes you think, the things that are wrong with me, are they because of my upbringing, what my family taught me, what I seen as I was growing up, whether that's negative or positive? What was it? And you see all of that. He goes through a phase where he decides to just try every single type of relationship and see what fits best for him, because he doesn't believe in monogamy. In the beginning of the book, he doesn't believe in monogamy. He says it doesn't work. And in that, he decides to go open relationship, group relationship, swinging, anything you can think of. He just goes and tries it out, and luckily he has all the connections to try those things out. People tell him, you should try this and you should try that, you should go to this conference, you should meet this guy will, or this girl will bring you to this location. And it was cool. My favorite part was when he decided to try to live in a house and have a V relationship, which is him on the bottom. So this is the V, him on the bottom, two girls. But what he didn't know is that in that, remember, you have one relationship, right? And you have two relationships, three relationships, four relationships. That's four relationships with different kind of women. Then there's the relationship between all of them. That's 5. Then the relationship between them. 6, 7, 8, 9. In the end, he's juggling 12 relationships. So he tries that for 2 weeks in his house with 3 women. Yeah, 3 women. The V wasn't completed. It was a half of a W, he said. So it's half a W. It's a check mark. And it was the most interesting, because you see everyone isn't cut out. Whether you want to experience that, jealousy is a huge thing. And if you've seen my recent rant video, It was on jealousy. My relationship video is going to be on jealousy. He talks about that in here, and you see that a lot in here with all the people he meets. He talks about them. Jealousy is such a huge thing, and it was great. Like, it's so much to learn in this book, and he's such a good writer, and it's like very inspiration. Makes me think like my relationships, like, do they stem from my childhood? I grew up around a lot of love, but I grew up around almost no men, kind of. I grew up around mostly women, so it makes you think when you read this book. I definitely recommend it. I would say it's like a 9 out of 10. It got into my like top 10 favorite books of all time because of that, and I can gain a lot from every read. Will probably teach you something different, and I do want to read it again. I suggest you read it. Find out, hey, you don't know why you act a specific way in your relationships. You don't know why you act, and this book will kind of like give you the stepping stones. You start seeing yourself when he talks about certain things. You start seeing yourself like, oh, I've been in that situation before, and I didn't like it. Oh, I've acted that way before. Ooh, that's not too good. I should look up something. And what's great is that at the end of the book, he even gives you like some links to follow, which I got on my iPad. I got like all the extra stuff, and it's all about the research and like digging in, because this was a story. It was a book about his story and his path to finding his ultimate relationship. It does have a nice goody ending. Everything, it's kind of like the story of like everything comes full circle, but it was a great story to see someone grow in just a matter of a few years in their relationships, and their happiness like explode 10 times. So I definitely recommend this book. Yeah, so that's the end of the video. Hope you enjoyed. If you like this, let me know in the comments. If you have any feedback, please let me know once again in the comments. Email me, and yeah, as always, stay awesome.